First though, South Newcastle's Jaden Butterfield has all but helped the country's men's side to a win over City. It was just spectacular for country, who were just too strong for their rivals right throughout the game.
Country will get first use of the football.
It was a game of rugby league not to be missed. Because of that, it of course became simply the best.
Ball into space, opportunity for Pascoe, and he doesn't miss out. Can City hit back? Sape ends up all over the top from Wilson in the corner.
And of course, both country and City tied for all.
Jake Tago has a try. Meter of the try line, they've got 6 more tackles.
Then country fought back.
Right to left, left to right. Bouncing off the tackle, flung out the back. Huth, they keep going down that right side, and that's why a try for Lincoln Smith. And country get back ahead.
Then country's spectacular success continued.
There's countrymen chasing. Looks like they're going to score anyway. They head back towards the centre of the field.
With more tries scored by country, it was just absolutely brilliant.
Looking for Bradley, taps it back in. Oh, that's special. That's a fantastic try for Gary Anderson. They've got numbers on the right. They need to go quickly.
They threatened to stop City, but however, they ended up scoring.
And slams the ball down.
Then country managed to secure one more try.
Anderson, the extra man. That's the knockout blow. That means country will be champions.
Even though City threatened to steal it by scoring a couple, but it was not enough, as country managed to win the match 26-20.
And he'll dive in under the sticks. Tom Montana, a dummy half. Pryor, first receiver. Long ball for Smalley. Fends off one defender. Trying to beat Masters again. He does. Still going, Smalley. Not tackled. Smalley for the corner. And he gets there. That's it. Tip your hat to the countrymen. Country have won the men's City Country. 26 points to 20.
But meanwhile, it was also brilliant right up in the wheelchair competition, with country also winning that one as well. Of course, as country managed to score the first try.
O'Brien again finds Grove. Grove, Henman flicks it out the back for Engel, and Engel will get the first point for the countryside. Gets him this time, hitting it Grove.
Leading 6-0 is what country really needed by leading 10-0.
Looks like country is setting up for something. Certainly are.
Before extending their lead after that.
Oh, there goes the goal post.
To lead 14-0.
In the meantime.
Then later 16-0.
Karim,
right after the break.
Hold it up as long as he can, and he did.
With the country boys quickly riding and running fast, it was just massive.
To Grove.
As they scored plenty more tries before City had a go.
Scores. Individual brilliance there. City needed that try. There goes the tag in the air, so it slows it down nice.
But it was all country's day, who of course managed to secure a victory.
And scores!
And of course, country managed to secure a great comeback in the first and second half.
Who will he find? Fires a long pass for Addard. Race to the line, and Addard will score in the corner. Grove,
also, country led 34-6. And of course, because of that, then it was 40-6.
Still going, looking for runners.
Then City threatened to have a comeback.
Bakua, I think he did. Karim.
Thankfully, country managed to quickly secure a win
Individual brilliance on the last tackle. There in Lungi tries the field goal and gets it.
But despite a field goal, City had won. And of course, Country managed to secure a historic victory.
He started the match off with the first try and he'll grab his second.
The final score was of course becoming huge. And of course Country was still going off and uncontrollable. They were.
The dummy back inside, Kareem!
Great tag, Baden Melson.
With some wonderful cover defence, but they've got numbers.
48-15, it certainly was. And of course, Country still had more to come, 54-15.
Kareem still going.
And more to come
Say 6 to go.
as time was running out, 58-15.
Carl.
With only 10 minutes left on the clock, it was just the best for Country as they became wheelchair champions for the first time.
He could have given up there, but he did not.
Well, it's called pride.
That's right.
Leading 64-15, it was massive.
Skips through.
Before leading 70-15 and winning the match for the first time. Still in rugby league and in the reserve grade and under 19s of the Newcastle competition, and the Scorpions and the Macquarie Scorpions had a victory over the Curry Bulldogs. It was fantastic for the Scorpions, who were too strong for their rivals. Even though Curry managed to score this try, but however just was not enough to secure a win. Then, the Western Suburbs Rosellas defeated South Newcastle with a historic victory. While in the under-19s, Western Suburbs won this one after outclassing South Newcastle with a historic win. And of course, despite this, Western Suburbs scored this try. And of course, it was all thanks to former Knights player Ryan Stigg.
From the western side, 8 metres out to Daly.
Returning to rugby league, and in Group 21 and in round 4 of the competition, and Singleton has secured a 24-20 win over Muswellbrook. It was just fantastic for Singleton. It was just too strong for their rivals right throughout the game.
About 15 metres to the eastern side of the touchline, the big unit. He's in the play once. What's Khan doing running out that wide and then comes back in, Reg? 30, and he's been dragged here.
Well, it was just spectacular for the Denman Devils, who were just too strong for the Aberdeen Tigers, defeating them 24-22.
This is a try. Josh. James Olds. Fantastic try there. Now the Aberdeen boys have been spent. They've been down to 12 players. Adam Clydesdale jumped through.
Well, it was just incredible for Scone. Scone secured their first win of the season, moving up to 4th on the ladder with a 48-14 win over Greta Brankston. Coming up, Merryweather Carlton's
day. It's just because of you. This is our town. It's here that we're born and bred. We've been through the rough times, been through the tough times, know about the good times ahead. We know how to do it your way. Build it up in your own hometown. Make it grow with the people you know, people who won't let you down. You know where you're going, and we wanna go with you. Wanna keep it growing, wanna keep it going, and we know where you're going to. This is our town. It's here that we're born and bred. Wanna see it growing, wanna see it going, wanna keep it moving ahead. This is our town. It belongs to you and me. And the Newcastle permanent is our society. Hey, this is our town. This is our town. Our town.
We at Dowlings would like to thank our many valued clients for helping us to expand to our 14th office here at Newland. Nobody can offer better real estate service than Dowlings, supporting local business, charities and sporting bodies.
The Dowling goal is great real estate service.
Dial Dowling!
There's no bias at Dowling. Dial Dowling.
At Dowling, you're always on a winner.
Dial Dowling.
Dial Dowling!
Buying or selling.
Dial Dowling.
Come, the big red ball, from the bush to the bay. Yes, it's Lotto. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. It's the big one you want. It's the game for you. 'Cause it's the big red ball that makes dreams come true. Dreams come true. Dreams come true. The big red ball. The big red ball. The big red ball that makes dreams come true.
Call M&H Air, your local Temperzone air conditioning experts, for sales, installation and service on all Temperzone split system and ducted air conditioning. Call 1800 444 911 for service.
Wake up in the morning, gotta get my people, 'cause the Herald is the best way to start your day.
To round 4 of Hunter Rugby Union, and Merewether's unbeaten run continues thanks to the win over Maitland.
And I think
It was
this is
just massive for Merewether, who were just too strong for their rivals right throughout the game.
Greens has struck twice. Show and go there.
But of course, despite avoiding to have a tie, Merewether managed to quickly score one just to win the game. And of course, managed to lead 20 to 14.
Pointer. And the Greens get some of that lead back, and the lead's back to 6.
But meanwhile, it was simply the best for Merewether.
Between the ref and the AR. And it's a try.
And of course, Merewether were given a try.
Zander has come from the clouds and sealed the win for Merewether Carlton Greens here this afternoon.
Of course, as Merewether
was
won,
trying to do the right thing, and they see the ball out, but the ball stayed end on end, and Austin Zander never gave it up.
with a huge win as they
And he
led
scored
27 to
the third
14.
try to
Then
heavyweight. The lead is
Mayweather won the match 29 to 14. To round 2 of AFL Hunter Central Coast, and the Singleton Roosters have secured a win over Bateau Bay. It was just massive for Singleton. It was just too good for their rivals right throughout the game.
Playing in this level of football. Well, we almost saw the two connect there. Thornbury looking to kick to Luke Dunn. Instead, Thornbury on the bridge end of Singleton. There it is. Celebrates with his club president Dylan Hickson, Luke Draper, and the former captain Cameron White. So, goal umpire hasn't moved, and there it is. And look at that celebration. Dylan Hickson, 2 goals. And there you have it,
And of
folks.
course,
The Singleton Roosters
Singleton won the
celebrating their
match
first win in the men's
125
cup
to
competition
58.
for season 20.
But meanwhile, in the other games, Kalanival demolished Nelson Bay 117 to 37, while Singleton demolished the entrance Bateau Bay 125 to 58, while Warners Bay secured a win over Maitland 85 to 45. And of course, Cardiff finally secured revenge over Terrigal Avoca 80 points to 61. So, to round 2 of Newcastle netball, and West Leagues were too good for Katawa 42 to 34, while the Nova Storm secured a win over BNC. In other matches, Souths defeated the Junction, while Waratah was smashed. To the other games, and of course, Westleague's balance number 1 were too good for the Katawa South Tigers, 51 to 25, while BNC Wanu were hammered by Nova Thunder. Also in the other games, the South's Lions managed to secure a win over the Junction Stella by 1, and of course, it was the University of Newcastle who of course defeated the Waratah Cats with a 46 to 28 win.
She wants nice control.
There was in the NBL 1 East. It was a huge one for the Newcastle Falcons women. They managed to beat Inner West with a historic win. It was just fantastic for Newcastle, who were just too strong for their rivals right throughout the game.
Mitchell still working hard there as they go inside.
Of course, because of that, Newcastle's women got the job done. Right up
The
in
Japanese
Broadmeadow.
women's system, they're great shooters of basketball.
We haven't seen it tonight.
No, not tonight.
Be nice to.
Actually, I think the Japanese women.
To round 10 of the Hunters National Premier League men's competition, and Newcastle Olympic secured a victory over Maitland. It was just fantastic for Newcastle, who were too strong for their rivals right throughout the game up at Darling Street Oval. Up at Darling Street Oval.
Second goal for Braden Farley, number 14. That takes the score. It is at 3, Maitland 2.
But meanwhile, in the other games, Lambton and Cooks Hill shared the points at 1-1, while Edgeworth defeated Adamstown Rosebud, and of course, Valentine defeated Lake Macquarie, while the Western Workers outclassed New Lambton, and Charlestown Azuri defeated Broadmeadow Magic. To round 5 of the women's competition, and New Lambton has secured a win over Charlestown Azuri. It was just massive for New Lambton, who who were just too good for their rivals right throughout the game. Won round 9 of the Hunters National Premier League women's competition, and Maitland secured a win over Newcastle Olympic, while Adamstown beated Warners Bay, while Broadmeadow secured a win over Mid Coast, and Newhampton demolished Charlestown Azuri 3-0. To round 11 of the Northern League 1 East, and while South Cardiff had the bye, and of course Toronto Awaba secured a win over Cessnock. In other matches, Singleton and Thornton shared the points, while Wallsend had a victory over Belmont Swansea. And in the last game, Cohiba had a win over West Wallsend. Coming up after the break, the North Stars secure a home game victory against the Central Coast Lions.
For 36 months interest-free terms. 36 months interest-free on computers, printers, scanners, fax machines, and much, much more. 36 months interest-free terms now at Harvey Norman. Minimum purchase $500, 1/3 deposit. Conditions apply. See store for details.
Harvey Norman, go! Sailing away on the crest of a wave, it's like magic. Oh, rolling and riding and slipping and sliding, it's magic. Ooh, and your sweet desire, you took me higher and higher, baby. It's a living thing. It's a terrible thing to lose. It's a given thing. What a terrible thing to lose. It's a living thing.
Our environment, it's a living thing.
Summer deals now at Hadley's. This giant Boulder men's mountain bike just $449, and this giant Enchant ladies mountain bike just $449. Giant deals at Hadley's.
Wake up in the morning, gotta get. Gotta get my paper, 'cause the Herald is the best way to start your day.
welcome back. Welcome back. Of course, in round 6 of Hunter Coast Premier Hockey, and Souths have secured a win over West, while Norths defeated the Tigers right up at Broadmeadow. To ice hockey, and the Newcastle North Stars have moved up to 6 following their 13-3 win over the Central Coast Rhinos. It was just fantastic for the North Stars, who were just too strong for their rivals right throughout the game. Of course, after the Rhinos scored, the North Stars managed to score one back. Before eventually scoring more. And also the North Stars winning the game 13 points to 3. And before I go, and in round 3 of the Newcastle and Hunter Rugby League, and Hinton has secured a win over West Wallsend, while East Maitland secured a 10-point win over Waratah Mayfield. In other games, the Cardiff Cobras defeated the Glendale Gorillas 50 points to 6. Wow. And of course, the Morpeth Bulls secured a win over the Stockton Sharks 26-18. And finally, the Knights have got a lot of hard-hitting questions for this year. And of course, they were told how many months in a year have 28 days.
How many months of the year have 28 days?
Well, it depends. February does, but leap year might do that. We all stuff up already, so you give me a second chance too. All 12 of them. No, I don't know. Every week, yeah. Get it?
How many months of the year have 28 days? Jason's mother has 4 sons, North, South and West. What is the name of the 4th son?
You said the name. Say again?
Jason's mother has 4 sons, North, South and West. What is the name of the 4th son?
Jason.
Of course, that's about it for this Tuesday. Don't forget.
going at each other.